Hey everybody, and welcome to week 31 update for my pregnancy. Week 31, I'm not going to say it's been bad, and it's been good, but I've had a problem come up, and I'm awaiting tests right now. I'm currently in my week 32. I went to my 2-week doctor checkup yesterday, and everything with the baby, his heartbeat sounded good. Measured good. My weight since my previous 2-week doctor checkup when I went at 30 weeks, my weight is still the same at 32 weeks. I have not gained any weight or lost any weight, which is a little alarming to me because, you know, at this point you're supposed to be gaining at least a pound a week. We will see. But my current weight right now is 144 even. When I was weighing myself at home, I was 144, like 0.8, and then it went down to 144.6, and then it went down to 144.3, and then when I went yesterday, 144 even. So, we'll see. I'm not too alarmed right now. The doctor didn't say anything about the weight issue, so should everything be fine. But actually it started probably almost at the end of week 30. I starting to itch. No rash anywhere. I just itch from head to toe all over my body. And at times it will get really intense, and I'm just scratching all over my body, and it'll last like that. That intense itching will last about an hour, and then it'll subside for a little while, and then I'll get a little itch, and then as soon as I scratch it, it's all over from there, and another hour worth of intense itching. I didn't really think anything of it until at the end of 31 weeks, as I thought it was maybe it was just me, something that was in my head, a mental thing. So at the end of 31 weeks, before I went yesterday, I think it was Friday, I went on the internet, and I looked up, you know, itching during pregnancy, and it's starts talking about, you know, I don't want to believe anything on the internet, but, you know, it's on one of these websites for, you know, mothers and stuff like that, and it was talking about if you develop this, like in your 3rd trimester, you're itching all over. Some of the symptoms are like dark color urine and light color bowel, fatigue, nauseous, just extreme itching at times. And what it has to deal with is my liver is not normally functioning right, and it's like bowel is backing up, and the bowel is producing salt, and the salt then goes to your skin, and that's what causes the itching. It can be life-threatening for the baby. It causes stillbirth. From what the internet information says, they like to monitor the baby, probably do like a non-stress test, check the fetal movements, and most likely a ultrasound, and see how baby is tolerating. If the baby is not tolerating it good, they'll go ahead and deliver the baby right then and there. But if not, they try to make the baby stay in there as long as possible and take it out when it's absolutely needed. So that's all the internet information said. And so when I went to my doctor's appointment yesterday, I told them what was going on and my concern. And they, he told me basically, what causes that is your bowel backing up and your liver not normally functioning right. And so he said the only way we can figure out if that's really it is do a blood test. So they drew my blood for the test, and I gotta wait. They said it takes about a couple days to get the results back. So I'm just waiting on the results, thinking positively. I asked him, how do they determine, if I have that or not, and they said if my levels with the blood test are high, that means I have it, and if they're low, I guess I don't have it. So just waiting on the results. And I told myself, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself. I just what does it mean? Where do we go from if the levels are high? Well, what do we do? And he said, well, I don't like to talk, get in too much detail about it because, we don't know the results yet. And I was like, well, that's fine. I completely understand. He said, but, if your levels are high, we keep an eye on the baby. And they, instead of waiting to my due date, they will deliver the baby at 37 weeks, which is considered full term. So if I have it, I'm guessing they will take the baby at 37 weeks, which is 5 weeks from now. I don't know how I feel about that. I've been thinking about it. I don't know if he'll have to go, in the NICU or just stuff like that. So that's where we're at right now with that. So if you see me scratching during the video, you will know why. But that's the only thing going on right now. Also, when I went to my checkup yesterday, I got the Tdap vaccination. And if any women out there, or anybody, pregnant, not pregnant, men, female, doesn't matter, if you get that shot, your arm is going to be sore the next day. I got it in my left arm right here. And when I do that, it hurts really bad. Your arm will be sore. And they told me, they asked me what arm I wanted, and I said, it doesn't really matter. And she said, well, what arm do you use the most? I'm like, well, I'm right-handed, so I guess my right arm. And she said, well, let's do left. And I just kept moving it every once in a while after I got the shot, and till I went to bed last night. And just still, it's a little painful, but I recommend everybody get the Tdap vaccination because it protects against pertussis and tetanus and the D word. I can't remember what the D word was. And then my next 2-week checkup, when I go in again, I'm getting my flu vaccine. And they highly recommend that when you're, pregnant, especially because your newborn baby, when it's born, it can't have any flu vaccine shot. So if you get it, it protects them, too, also after they're born. So that's good. They said as long as you get the shot form, do not get the nasal spray form of the flu vaccine. Get the shot, the needle kind. So that is where we're at right now. Week 32 right now, but this is my 31-week update. So that what's going on week 31 and beginning week 32. I will try to do a little update whenever I find out my lab results, but if not, I will update at my week 32 pregnancy update on here next week. So now I guess we will do the belly shots. Alright, we're going to do the belly shots. I'm wearing my husband's LSU shirt. He's from Louisiana. Go LSU. So here's my belly with my shirt on. To the side. Can't really tell in this shirt until I do it like that. And then the other side. There's belly without shirt. The front. And then the other side. Does it look really low to you guys? Feels extremely low to me. So there's the belly shot. And also I forgot to tell you guys that I also from now until I do have the baby, every day I have to lay down for 2 hours and count the baby fetal movements. He has to have 7 strong movements within those 2 hours. And they gave me a sheet I have to check off every day for every week of my pregnancy until he is born. If he does not move 7 times within those 2 hours, then I have to give me something to eat and maybe drink a little bit of caffeine and wait 30 minutes, lay back down on my left side and continue to count again for 2 hours for 7 fetal strong movements. And if he still doesn't move, then I have to call them immediately, which is kind of self-explanatory because, if you do not feel your child move, then something's wrong. So I gotta do that today. I haven't done it yet because usually he's not too active until late afternoon, really active. So I will see you guys